let's go ahead and buy some shares here. So if you're looking to purchase shares of any company that you have pulled up on the platform, all you need to do is simply just click on any of the bid or ask prices that you see on the platform. They are live bid or ask prices. So if you're looking to go short, you would click on the bid price. If you're looking to go long and buy shares, you click on the ask price. So those bid and ask prices can be found at the top of the platform in that active symbol area that I referenced earlier. They can also be found off to the right side here in the right sidebar menu. And then, or also even in the watch list that we have on the left side of the screen here. So any of those bid ask prices that you click on will queue up in order to purchase that, or will queue up in order to open a share position in that underlying. So in this case, we're looking to maybe purchase some shares of Intel. We could just go ahead and click on the ask price at the top here. You'll notice once I click on that ask price, an order ticket comes up at the bottom of the screen here, showing that we are going to be buying one share of Intel. Here is the limit price box, so you can adjust the limit price that you're submitting that order at from here. You can also adjust the order type. Right now, we're in the extended hours session, so unfortunately, we can't do a market order. It will have to be a limit order to get these filled for the time being. And then you can also adjust the time in force. Now, this is the important one, the time in force here, if you're going to be routing orders in the extended hours session. So whether that's pre-market from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Central Time, or after hours, 3 p.m. Central to 7 p.m. Central. If you're looking to get an order filled on stock during those hours, you will have to make sure that you're changing this time in force on the platform. Right now it's set to GTC, but let's go ahead and click on the drop-down box here. What we're looking for is the order type EXT, and it looks like that's in the way. So let me just go ahead. Whoops. Let me go ahead and clear this drawing just to make it a little bit easier to see. Okay, so time in force, we're clicking on EXT. This is what we're going to use to denote it as an extended hours trade. So from here, once we've got our extended hours trade queued up, we can then go ahead and set the price that we would like to submit at. Now, there's a very, very useful tool at the bottom of the order ticket here. So if you're someone who's trying to submit an order and you're having a hard time maybe getting fills, especially on something that has like a wider spread, which, the bid-ask spreads do tend to do during the after-hour session, they will widen out a little bit, but you'll want to reference this price bar that we have at the bottom of the screen. So you can see what the current mid price is. You can also see what the current natural price is from here. So if you're submitting something at the mid and let's say maybe you're not getting a fill, you may have to work something closer to the natural price to try and get that order filled. So that's a nice little feature just to see what the current prices are as you've got your trade ticket queued up here. So right now we've got an order submitted at 42.50, which is the current natural. So we'll go ahead and just keep it there. And then if the market were open, you would see sometimes that this price would be changing pretty rapidly if we were in the middle of the trading day. So if you're ever trying to like lock in a price and not have it adjust on you automatically, you'll want to make sure that you click this little padlock here. So that little padlock will lock in the price that you currently have entered, so it won't automatically adjust with market movement. So right now we've got our price at 42.50 locked in. We've got the quantity set to 1. Our time in force is set to EXT. And then we are going to go ahead and hit review and send here. Now this will take us to a review page. Now it's very, very important. One thing to note here, there are commissions and fees that are charged on trades that you place on the tastytrade platform. For stock trades, there's no commissions that are charged. It's just fees. And those fees usually amount to a few pennies. It comes out to the formula for it would be the amount of shares that you're purchasing times like the trade price of the underlying that you're currently trading. That's how the fees are determined. Again, most of the time they do only amount to a few pennies. And since this is a stock trade, there will be no commissions that are charged. Again, just before we go ahead and route this or send this order off, this is for example purposes only. No way, shape, or form should this be treated as trading advice. Again, this is just for example purposes only. So now that we've reviewed our order ticket, we're satisfied with the price that we have submitted, we're going to go ahead and send the order off. So go ahead and hit send order. And now you'll see in the upper left corner of the screen, we just got filled on that. You can also see that off to the right side of your screen here. So that's why I have this right side panel pulled out and docked right now. So I'll show you all how I got this out really quickly. Right now I have it docked. Normally, this is what your platform will look like if you don't have the right side panel pulled out. So in order to pull that out, you're going to want to click this left-facing arrow in the upper right corner of the screen. You'll notice that will pop out the right sidebar menu. And then from here, depending on screen size or resolution, you can dock this. So we're going to go ahead and dock it for the time being. In my opinion, the right sidebar menu is very, very useful. I mean, it allows you to trade every single product we offer on the platform just from a single screen. There's no reason for you to have to click around to different tabs to try and manage a position once it's been open. It's all available to you here with this right sidebar open. And I'll show you all how we can manage this position that we just opened on Intel from the right sidebar menu here. So as you can see in the right sidebar, we have now gotten that one share filled on Intel. We know it's Intel because you could see that in the active symbol area along the upper right corner of the screen. So now let's go ahead and queue up a closing order on this position. So what we can do is just right click on the share here, and then you'll notice you get a menu that pops up. One of those options says close position. So we'll go ahead and click close position. And from here, we can now start to set up our closing order. So in the bottom of the order ticket here, I'm going to go ahead and bump this price. Let's go ahead and bump it up because I don't want to get filled right away. I want to show you all how we can adjust this working order on the how we can adjust the working order on a chart after this. So let's go ahead and bump this up to like 42.60 for the time being. And then we can also change the time in force. We'll change it from good till cancel to an extended hours order. Once we're satisfied with everything we have set, once again, hit review and send. Review your order here. Again, you can see the commissions and fees that are charged. There's no commissions on stock trades, so you'll notice that will be 0. And then you have a very minimal amount of fees. Again, it usually just amounts to a few pennies. So now we can go ahead and hit send order. And you'll notice in the upper left corner of our screen, we have that order working. We can also see this working order on the right sidebar menu as well. So toward the bottom right corner of your screen, you actually get like a little mini version of your activity page here. So you can see any working, filled, or canceled trades. Right now, I just have the working and filled filter selected. So right now we can see the order I got filled on previously, and then that new working order we have on Intel.